Finally, after years of planning, I was about to meet our guardian angel Sandra and her travel companion Anne as I flew up to Johannesburg to meet them at the airport hotel. Sandra had booked an African Odyssey around southern Africa, with our first stop being the mighty Kruger National Park. The most common antelope is the impala. Here a group of males are trying to impress each other with their virility, their ability to jump, flick their tails and grunt and snort and run at high speed. One of the other characters of the bushveld, a group of young chacma baboons foraging. Here a small group of bull elephants are feeding in a grove of marula and knobthorn trees. Where these large animals are shaded by the marula and knobthorn trees in the woodland savanna of the Kruger Park. So we now move on to Lake Panic, a very busy Lake Panic with the weaver bird colony and crocodiles swimming in the water below us. The clan is the social unit of the spotted hyena, and this clan is now coming together after a night of foraging. And the hyena society is dominated by the females there. They're much more powerful and stronger than the males, and higher testosterone levels. This is the very well fed dominant female of this particular clan.
There we go.
A male red-crested koran calling for a female. From one baby elephant trying to impress us to two big babies trying to impress each other. The basic unit of the African elephant population is the breeding herd. An adult female, normally the oldest, but not necessarily so, will be in charge or dominate the group of elephants made up of her sisters, aunts, and other females that will almost stick together umbilically for life with their calves. The young bulls are then escorted out of the herd, to put it nicely. They are forced out of the herd once they reach adolescence, once their testosterone levels go up. They then go off to find a bachelor herd, a group of males. Newborn calves are the focus of attention of the entire group, with adolescent and young females eager to play nursemaid, if only to get closer to the new calf. But at times it can get a bit rough for the youngster. These are white rhinos, and together with the black rhino, another species, are two of the most critically endangered large mammals on the planet today. Here we see two adult females with their well-grown calves chilling in the midday heat, while behind them is a third female with equally well-grown calf. A bull giraffe, the world's tallest land animal. Three female warthogs, members of the pig family, feeding contentedly on the grass with their young in the shade. Another group on the other side here, all coming out after the hot morning or afternoon. Rumble of thunder just now. It's not difficult to notice that the horns of all of these rhinos have been removed, they've been cut off. This is an effort to reduce the chances of them being brutally hunted down and killed for their horns. The Cape buffalo, tough, tenacious and intelligent, a wily and respected member of the Big Five. Her Royal Highness, the Queen of the Savannas. Lions are the only sociable cats on the planet, and they live in a social unit known as a pride. This is a small pride made up of two adult females, a sub-adult male, and a single juvenile. The cool morning and the pitter-patter of a light rain convinces the pride that it's time to get up and start moving and looking for some breakfast. Not long after leaving the pride, we came across a coalition of two male lions. We only saw one, but there were two.
It is a smaller one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oxpeckers flying in to feed on skin parasites on the rhinos. Rhinos are grass-feeding specialists. They are grazers. They've got these wide mouths enabling them to eat vast quantities of grass. Back at Sunset Dam,
I know.
giraffe are almost totally silent creatures. Out on our last drive, still searching for that elusive leopard. What are we looking for here now, guys?
Leopard.
After checking into our hotel in Victoria Falls, we immediately set out to visit the main attraction. Here we are at Victoria Falls. That looks beautiful. It's well kept. The place is clean, beautifully. At the first viewpoint, one can see to the right the mighty Victoria Falls. The main falls, or the start of the main falls, and when we pan around to the left, one comes across the Devil's Cataract. This is a real waterfall, and that is a lot of water coming over that real waterfall. Huge trees grow in the mist belt. And the seventh cataract is the main section of the falls, with the island in the background. Main falls, Victoria Falls. After a cooling and cleansing thunder shower, we headed out onto a river cruise, an evening river cruise on a calm and placid Zambezi river above the falls. On our way.
The captain is outside from the ship.
Africa. So now we'll be going downstream, the Zambezi downstream.
The great Zambezi River. There you can see the mist from the falls. The legendary smoke that thunders from above the waterfall. Here we turn around and head back upstream. A large Nile crocodile swimming ahead of the boat. Yeah.
Looks like there's they're literally like on a slide. They
Yeah.
sit on the sand.
A group of young yellow baboons play tag on the banks of the Zambezi. While tourists chatter on the deck below us. Fun and games before bedtime.
Don't worry about
pod of hippos lie partly submerged in the clear water under the shade of overhanging trees at the banks of the Zambezi.
It was a movie with Humphrey Bogart.
Mukumburirwa, mukumburirwa naramangwana. Ubvumvu, ubvumiti, tinotenda, tinotenda nekushanya kwenyu. Ubvumiti, tinotenda, tinotenda nekushanya kwenyu. Mouya mawanda, mouya nevamwe motsoka zvakare. Mouya mawanda, mouya nevamwe motsoka zvakare.
Arriving in Cape Town and some much needed retail therapy. Very windy Cape Town prevented us getting to the top of Table Mountain, so we went on the tour of the peninsula. A well-fed Cape fur seal swims lazily through the harbour. Stunning views across Hout Bay towards the villages and the harbour of Hout Bay. The name Hout Bay is a Dutch-derived name for wooded bay, as there were many trees on the slopes of these mountains.
Bit of a British feel about it, and that's because the British were here when it was a British naval base.
Just Nuisance was the only dog, a Great Dane, to be enlisted in the Royal Navy. Like they're molting at the moment. The African penguins gather in large groups to molt their feathers. These ones on the beach at Boulders Beach, Simonstown. Tuxedo Jack. On our way to Cape Point at the Cape of Good Hope. You can smell them, they're strong. Good Hope was first known as Cabo de Tormentosa, the Cape of Storms, by the early Portuguese sailors for obvious reasons. There are 3 points down at the Cape of Good Hope. One, the Cape of Good Hope, Cape Point and Cape Maclear. The view from Cape Point of the False Bay coastline. Table Mountain with its tablecloth from our hotel window. Grazie! On the top of Table Mountain with a view to the west and to the south down the peninsula. An absolutely glorious, perfect day at the top of the Table Mountain. Aida Aura, beautiful weather. Robben Island, Table Bay and the harbour of Cape Town. Way off in the background, touched by clouds, is the Hottentots, Holland. If you listen carefully, you can hear the city moving. Robben Island, Lions Head, Signal Hill, Greenpoint Stadium, City Bowl, Harbour, Table Bay, Devil's Peak. on a glorious day. Farewell Cape Town. Hello Addo Elephant National Park, the place of elephants. Elephants love to swim in those hot summer days where it becomes a highly social occasion with the different groups of different breeding herds coming together and socializing, while the bulls spend more time than the females in the water enjoying the cooling effect, which helps to take the immense weight that they carry around on their legs, off their legs. A family of zebras in the beautiful morning light. Female red hartebeest and their young on the open plains. So they've seen there must be some danger somewhere, so they're running back to their hole. You got a jackal? A gang of meerkats appear from nowhere. Erdmännchen, the black-backed jackal that they were fleeing from. A fantastic sighting of a booted eagle on a large rodent kill, while a breeding herd of elephants approaches us from out of the scrub-like thickets. Another person's footprint here. Woody Cape with the skull of a humpback whale in the foreground. And moving along. Beautiful day. Hot, warm. We make our way back over the dunes and to the coastal thickets and the end of a wonderful tour. Thank you.